Hey, Hickok 45 here. Guess what day it is? 4th of July. At least for us. We're gonna do some shooting. That's lame. Come on. Gotta get closer. Oh, I missed. I missed. Got him. Got him. Oh, missed. Got him. All right. That's better. It's not a semi-automatic, but guess what? I've got the answer. I've got the answer. Yeah. All right. I know I can hit it with this. Yeah, Hickok 45. 4th of July today. It's probably not where you are right now, but it is today. All right. A little celebration plus a little fun. We are reviewing a P99 AS from Walther. You guys have been, and gals have been requesting this for years, really. So I finally got around to it. You want to take a look at it? Well, you're going to, whether you want to or not. There it is. The P99 AS. That is the one that people keep requesting for some reason more than any other. And just have not had it here. And the AS stands for, I could make up all sorts of things, but it stands for anti-stress, okay? So get that out of the way right away. And it's an anti-stress trigger. When it's cocked, you've got a very light trigger, even though it's all the way forward. I'll show you that again. When I cock it or fire it, the trigger remains forward, but it's very light. It comes back here, and it breaks way back there at about 4 pounds, okay? Or you can decock it. If it is cocked, you can decock it, and then it's a full length, about a 9-pound full length full double action. Okay, that's kind of what you have. It's supposed to, I'll reload here with some of the Syntech ammo while we're yakking at you. It's supposed to make an accidental discharge less likely, the anti-stress trigger, because mainly of its being all the way forward each time, whether you're in single action or double action. Okay, and that's kind of your decision. I'm not sure it makes all that much difference, but let's take a couple more shots with it here. Put my ears in. We've got all kinds of weird things going on here. Look at that filing cabinet. What is going on? It must be the 4th. All right. Yeah. I will say it's a good little shooter. I was firing single action there. Let's go in over and see if we can put one on the gong. Yeah, how about the cowboy? Not bad. I have another magazine in my pocket. Let's put it in double action mode. I'll decock it and I'll put it in the holster. All right, double action, Mr. Cowboy. I'm gonna decock it again. All right. Not bad, not bad. I don't notice all that much difference between this firearm and a lot of the single to double action polymer wonders, and there's a lot of them out there. SIG makes several, you know, the Beretta 92. And even though it's got the anti-stress trigger, I don't know. Let's shoot some regular stuff. The Syntech works just great. This I think is mostly 124 grain. Shoot some of it. Get the mag reloaded. Just have 2 mags. This is, you know, it seems like every time we have a Walther pistol here, that it shoots well. Okay. I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I tend to, you know, I like Glocks, but the Walthers tend to just shoot well, whether it's a PPQ, a PPX, what others have we had. They're just good little shooters, even though they're not my favorite trigger action generally. Now, I know you Glock haters are going to love me for this, bringing out the Glock 19. Again, you know, that's still my favorite 15-round polymer pistol, the Glock 19. These guns are about the same size, the same weight. There's not a lot of difference, okay? Biggest difference is just maybe the feel and the trigger. And I am biased. It's based on my own experience. I prefer a trigger that's the same pull every time. Most of you that have been around a while know that, so that is my bias. I prefer the same pull. However, I do see why some people really like to have a long, harder pull on the first. So you don't have to do that. You can just decock it, right? On that first shot. All right, and I'll show you the inside here real quick. It's nothing exotic, so it's a well-made gun. It's a Walther. They don't make junk. They make good firearms, and they're reliable. I don't think I've ever had a Walther pistol hang up on me. Okay, fumble fingers today. They just work every time, and that's a good thing. That's the most important thing. Okay, we can argue about the trigger system and all of that, and the trigger pull, and the trigger weight, and the paddle magazine release. We can complain or argue about those kinds of things, but the most important aspect of any kind of pistol like this, which I would classify this as a defensive pistol, reliability is the most important. Now, a couple of things about it here. You've got replaceable back straps, large, medium, small. Imagine that. I just left the one that came in it. I think it's the medium. And you've got a replaceable front sight for elevation, four, counting the one that's on there. Different choices based on the ammo you like to shoot, bullet impact, so you can change that out. And the rear sight is actually adjustable for windage. A little unusual, with a screw, as compared with many other polymer pistols. What else about it? You saw how it breaks down, just kind of like a Glock. You got your paddle mag release. So if you don't like those, you don't like this gun. It is ambidextrous, okay? Get it with your right finger, your left finger, whatever you want, your thumb or finger, so you have that option. So you got your cocking indicator there. What else? 3-dot sight system. And it's just a nice pistol. It probably feels better to many of you, and that's one reason we get a lot of requests for it. I think a lot of people have picked them up at gun shows or gun shops, or you own them, and you just love it, and you just love the feel of it, and maybe the trigger and everything. The pointability is way better than a Glock for you probably, and you wonder what I think about it. And some of you probably wish I'd love it. Well, I don't necessarily love it. I don't hate it though. As I've said before, in all fairness to SIGs and the 90 Beretta 92 FS and all those guns, I could get used to a double to single action if I really had to. I mean, I could do that. I can see how you can pull that thing out, decock it, and you could do pretty well in that transition. Get used to it. You got the full pull, and then you got, after that, if you're firing, you got a single action, and you could transition to that without shooting your toe or the top of the tree. All right, just I prefer the same pull every time. But this is a nice pistol. I will say the grip, and this is the same thing that a lot of companies do, that they put like these little little points on there, hard plastic, and you got, looks like serration and different things. Most of that is totally useless as far as I'm concerned, as it is on this pistol. That's still just slippery. That's just slippery. If it were mine, I would put some rubber on there of some sort, okay? I would put a grip wrap around or whatever, a stick on or a slip on, because I don't care if you got those little whatever they are on there. They don't help, not a bit, okay? It's hard plastic, all right? So let's shoot a little bit. Good little gun though. Let's put my ears back on and take a shot here. Again, it is today, the 4th of July. Let's put a couple on that target. So some of you around the world are wondering, well, what's the big deal? What's the 4th of July? Well, that's Independence Day for us. Sorry about that, Brits, but it's our Independence Day, and I'm going to decock it, and I'm going to shoot the other cowboy. Yeah, so a pretty nice little shooter. I'm going to try the red plate even. How's that? Yeah, we're in single action. Excuse me, anti-stress mode. Do I look stressful? Do I look stressed? There we go. I tell you, if you hold it on and like at 6 o'clock, it'll pop that red plate. Let's try the gong again. Like I said, I don't remember having a Walther on the compound here that John and I both didn't actually shoot pretty well, even on a hot, muggy day like today. We just tend to shoot them well. So, you know, if you took all my Glocks and said, I'm sorry, you got to carry this, this is your firearms, only gun that you can own. Well, I wouldn't like that much, but I could learn to handle the Walther P99 AS, I think just fine. It's a good little gun. I see why so many of you like it and you own them, and you want to see what I think about it. Well, I'm not going to trash it. Again, it's not my preference, but it's a pretty nice little shooter, no doubt about it. Anything about it here I didn't tell you, anything I didn't lie about. I think I pointed out most of the features and things about it. Like I said, it's about a 9-pound pull on double action, and I will say it's a fairly smooth pull. I could live with that. I don't like the little curve up at the bottom of the trigger. That kind of hurts me. I'll tell you what, also, if you got it full cocked and you're going to hit the decocker, don't put your finger in there in the trigger guard. It pops that trigger back, and it hurts right on the bone. But I don't like that little curve on that. The other negative that I find a negative with about any pistol that is like that, and quite often the double to single action pistols are this way, is it breaks way back here. See where it breaks? Almost to the back of the trigger guard. Now, it does have a nice reset. It's right there. Very short reset. Okay, and that's a highly desirable feature most of us like. It's just that it breaks rearward further than I like. Part of that is, again, my large hand. I keep meaning to, and we may do that, is start measuring the distance between where your web hits right there and where that trigger breaks. I think that would be a useful calculation and figure to know about most of these polymer pistols, really. Especially for you folks that they're 6'8", okay, or people with large hands, because John noticed that right away too, that it breaks way back there. Okay, nice trigger, but it breaks pretty far back. All right, so let's load it up and just shoot a couple more before we let you get off to dinner here. And again, you got the paddle mag release, but a lot of people prefer those, and that's another thing that we've shot a lot of pistols that have those. I could get used to those too. I think I prefer the button style, thumb style, but those aren't all that bad. Not that bad at all. I can't be too hard on Walther. They make, just like SIG, they make great guns. They and have for a long time. A lot of history there, and this is kind of a classic. I think it's used by a lot of the police in Germany, and it's adopted here and there worldwide. It's a well-known pistol, the P99. I think it actually came out in like 95, 96 and went on the market in 97. So it's not one of those pistols that was developed in 99. That's not where it gets its name. They just chose that for the name. Okay. So the Walther P99, you could do worse. You could do worse. And I'm glad to have the opportunity to just try it out. And I'm going to try it out some more. How about a couple more on that paper? Let's put a couple double action on there. I'm going to decock it and pull double. Decock it again. Decock. Okay, not bad. Let's decock and hit the cowboy. Decock. Let's try the gong after it's in double action. All right, let's try the red plate in double action. Let's do it again. There we go. Just trying to prove to you, even though I bad-mouthed the double action, that it's not the end of the world. and you can actually hit in double action. Let's decock it and let's just pull it out, and let's finish up by just shooting a couple things here. Yeah, not a bad pistol. I see why so many of you like it and why you're curious about it. I would say if you don't mind that trigger, go for it. It's a nice pistol. You know, your paddle mag release and the trigger are maybe the couple of things are the most different from a lot of other pistols like this. Again, it's that trigger is going to go all the way forward every time, and it's just like right now it's in single action mode, and so it's just very, I can pull up my pinky, very easy to get back to where it's ready to fire. But that supposedly helps you prevent accidental discharge, negligent discharge, I guess. Again, that verdict is out, but at least if you touch the trigger, you know it, and if you feel it moving, I don't know, maybe it would help, maybe it wouldn't. Best advice is just keep your finger off the trigger unless you're going to fire, right? So P99 AS, I'm glad y'all could come out and take a look at it with us today on the 4th of July, Independence Day, okay? Again, I know it's not where you are watching this right now, unless you're a little bit confused about your calendar, but it is right here today where we are. For both me and John, it's Independence Day. Life is good. Oh, well, since I'm still here, let me take this moment to thank SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute, for their support of the channel. We appreciate, you know, their help. SDI is a place where you can get certified in gunsmithing. You can even get an associate's degree in firearms technology and work in various areas of the firearms field. Might be appealing to you. They work a lot with veterans, and just a pretty cool place. So check out the link, sdi.edu. The link is in the description of most videos, almost all videos for the last 6 months or more. So check that out. Also, while I have you, since I'm still here, be sure to check the links in all the descriptions, because, you know, we're on Full 30 now also with all the videos. So there's a link in the descriptions to Full 30, as well as, of course, our sponsors, SDI, budsgunshop.com, Federal Premium. So all the good information is there, as well as keep in mind that on Hickok 45 and Son, we have quite a few videos over there. John's doing the Gun Culture radio show over there. Check it out if you haven't done that yet. Our Facebook page, the Hickok 45 Facebook, the Hickok 45 and Son Facebook page. That's where we try to stay in touch with you and give you a little extra information. Even post pictures and a little video occasionally, just whatever. Mainly just a way to keep up with you all and provide some more information. You know, we're not really Facebookers, but it's a pretty good system for that, even though most of us are not in love with Facebook, right? So check all that out, and you really had better check it out, because I might just have to come to your house and have a chat with you if you don't. And I expect to have coffee and donuts ready when I get there. All right.